What's up, y'all? You're watching Union Minded. I'm your host, Eric, and today we're going to go over the second half of that Robert's Rules of Order cheat sheet that I brought to you yesterday. So we'll call this one part 2. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, drop some comments, share the videos, the yada, yada, yada. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a one. Let's spread the information because as we believe in our hearts and souls, each one teach one, get out there and reach one. Now, we were talking about motions yesterday. We talked about a main motion. Let's discuss incidental motions. These motions have no order of precedence. They arise incidentally and are decided immediately. So these are situations that occur during a meeting, and those situations can be addressed through these motions. So let's get into it. There's a request for information. So something's going on, you're getting a little confused, you want to know what everybody's talking about, you want to request information. So what you say is, I have a request for information. Can you interrupt the chair? Yes, if it's urgent. Do you need a second? No. Do you need a debate? No. Is it amendable? No. And the vote on it is none. You are just requesting information. So when you request information, it's given. There is no vote. It's given. Then you can have a parliamentary law question. This is wanting to know what's going on within the rules. Like what does this rule mean? What's going on with this rule that we're talking about here? This is a parliamentary law question. What you say is parliamentary inquiry. You can interrupt the speaker if it's urgent. Again, there is no second required, no debate, no amending, and there is no vote. It's just your question will be answered. All right. So now let's say that a voice vote happened and it was really unclear on which way the body wants to decide the question that's on the floor. You can demand a rising vote, which is, you would say, I call for a division. You would say a division of the House. Can you interrupt the chair? Yes, you can interrupt the chair. There is no need for a second. It is not debatable. It is not amendable. There will be no vote on it. The House will be divided, and those who are for will go to one side. Those who are against will go to the other side, and then we'll count them up that way. There's a motion on the floor that has two parts to it. You can choose to want to divide the motion into two separate motions. If you want to do that, you would raise your hand, wait to be recognized, and then you would say, I move to divide the question. You would need a second. It's not debatable. It can be amended, and a simple majority is the vote required for that to pass. You can say you don't want to even discuss a motion altogether. You want to avoid it. You want to avoid the main motion altogether. You would say, I object to the consideration of the question. Can you interrupt? Yes, to object to the consideration of the question, you can interrupt. No second is needed. It's not debatable. No amending. And it requires a 2/3 vote against the consideration. So you would need 66% of the House to agree with you in order to avoid a main motion altogether. You may want to suspend the rules. You would say, I move to suspend the rules, and you would state which rule you want to suspend. You cannot interrupt. You have to be recognized. You do need a second. There's no debate, no amending, and you need 2/3 of vote in order to suspend the rules. You can, if there's a motion on the floor, you may want to submit the matter to assembly. I'm sorry, I got that wrong. Let's say that a decision was made from the chair that you disagree with. You may want to have the body decide that decision instead of leaving it up to the chair. They call this submitting the matter to assembly. And what you would say is, I appeal from the decision of the chair. It would go to the assembly to decide on that question. Can you interrupt? Yes. Do you need a second? Yes, you need a second. Is it debatable? For us in the IBEW, no. Other meetings, maybe. It varies from organization to organization. It's not amendable. and a simple majority wins that vote. And let's say you want to just enforce the rules that govern the meeting. You would say point of order. Yes, you can interrupt. No, you don't need a second. No, it's no debate. No, there's no amend, and there's no vote. It's just point of order. Let's get back to the rules. Let's get back to the business at hand and how we are supposed to operate the business at hand. And that's what I got for you on today's cheat sheet, going over the cheat sheet for Robert's rules. And again, these are the rules that govern your union meeting, and you should know the rules in order to participate effectively and to know what's going on when motions are being made and when parliamentary questions are being applied. And sometimes it can feel like a foreign language, and this is a nice guide to understanding that foreign language so that you can participate in your union meeting. All right, anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. Have a good night. My name's Eric. You're watching Union Minded. Remember, the fight's not left and right, it's up and down. It's gonna take solidarity to win always. Each one teach one, get out there and reach one. And remember, there could be no union without you and I front and center. Let's go.